My stool was intensely, forcefully crimson. Just to clarify, I had no clue that devouring an entire jar of preserved beets would cause that. And I discovered it's not always wise to blurt out the first thoughts that pop into my head. Hooray for ADHD, maybe. A bat plopped onto my scalp while I was sleeping. Rabies vaccinations for everyone. When I was around 3, I was dashing up the stairs at home and tripped. I smacked my chin on a step and nearly bit my tongue off. My parents rushed me to the nearby hospital, where they stitched up the tear in my tongue without numbing it. I still recall it vividly. Not my story, but my child whined about throat pain and was utterly upset, saying they didn't understand why it hurt. We visited the ER, and it turned out they confessed to the doctor they'd eaten some M&Ms, which they'd sneaked and didn't want to admit. Apparently, one of the candy shells had just grazed their throat. Woman facepalming medium light-skinned on. My spouse fainted on the community pool deck and, upon waking, could hardly move or talk. I took her to the hospital. The doctors couldn't pinpoint the issue, even after blood work, but after a few hours in the ER waiting area, she began to recover. We were staying at a friend's parents' house while they were away. It turned out she'd eaten a cookie from their freezer, unaware it was heavily infused with cannabis. We figured it out the next day when she ate another and shared some with me. My penis became swollen and red for no apparent reason. I had to catch a flight for a wedding the next morning and panicked. I asked my girlfriend to drive me to the hospital. The nurse asked if I'd eaten spicy foods. Indeed, I'd had hot wings, and I likely touched my penis to urinate before washing my hands. The nurse gave me a Benadryl and told me to relax. I later got the nurse's notes for my records. They're hilarious. A migraine that felt like body numbness. Underwent a 3-day evaluation for a stroke, only to learn I not only have migraines but also an aneurysm. So, thanks, migraines, for saving my life. I'm a registered nurse at a top-tier trauma hospital. I've been feeling highly nervous for a couple of days. While working a night shift, my chest tightened, my arms went numb, and I felt lightheaded. My colleagues pushed me to visit the ER, which was crowded and reeked of body odor. I dozed off in the room while waiting, and when I woke, I felt okay. Blood tests, ECG, everything checked out fine. I'm 99% certain it was a panic attack, and looking back, it adds up since I'd been so anxious. I'm a nurse and couldn't spot my own panic attack. I felt pretty foolish. When I was 3, I fibbed to my mom that I'd swallowed a penny. I claimed I found it on the floor and ate it. We went to Bellevue in NYC and waited in the reception area for a long time. She was exhausted from work, hadn't eaten, and after an x-ray, I had to confess I hadn't swallowed anything. I don't think she ever forgave me, and she definitely didn't trust much of what I said afterward.